Pink Payback by Sissy Missikins, copyright 2026. Chapter 9. The Return Home.
Part 2.
Look at that. You already know how to sit like a little sissy, said Sarah. I hate you, replied Sissy Cindy in tears. That is another strike, Cindy. Since you are feeling so bold, I think it is time for your first official lesson in humility, said Sarah as she came over toward where Sissy Cindy was sat. She picked him up and carried him over toward the corner of one room and then sat him back down on the carpeted floor, facing the wall.
There.
Now you look exactly like the 3-year-old you are. Now, stay exactly where you are and wait for me to bring your snack. And not a word until I return, said Sarah very firmly. Sarah exits the room, closing the door with a firm click. Sissy Cindy sits on the carpeted floor, the pink ribbons in his hair drooping, his body encased in layers of lace, satin, and cotton. He looks down at the bulk of his bloomers with the training pants now underneath them and lets out a soft, defeated sob. Sissy Cindy sat on the floor facing the wall, his knees pushed out wide by the bulk of the training pants underneath the puffy bloomers. The pink ribbons in his hair are slightly askew. The door opens, and Sarah enters carrying a bright pink plastic tray. On it sits a bowl of sliced apples and a sippy cup filled with apple juice. Snack time, Sissy Cindy. I hope you have been a good little boy while Mommy was gone. You can now come sit at your little table, said Sarah. I've been sitting here for an hour. Please, can I just have some water in a real glass? Replied Sissy Cindy as he walks over and sits down on the toddler chair at the small table. What was that? I did not hear a please followed by a mommy. And who told you that you could ask for a real glass? Sissies use sippy cups, so they do not make a mess, retorted Sarah with disappointment with Sissy Cindy. I am not a sissy. I am just wearing this because you are forcing me, complained Sissy Cindy. Wrong answer. That is a very naughty tone. Now, apologize for your outburst, or the apples go in the trash, and you'll get nothing but a nap, replied Sarah in sheer annoyance.
I'm sorry, Mommy,
replied Sissy Cindy. I cannot hear you. Use your little sissy voice. Sweet and soft, remarked Sarah, needing Sissy Cindy to pitch his voice higher for her, so that he sounds exactly like a sissy. I am sorry for being naughty, Mommy, replied Sissy Cindy, pitching his voice high and feeling shamed and humiliated for doing so. That is better. Now open wide, said Sarah as she picks up a slice of apple and holds it to his lips. Sissy Cindy stares at it, his face twisting in disgust. I can feed myself, complained Sissy Cindy. A 3-year-old who cannot behave does not get to feed himself. Now open up, Sissy Cindy. Or do I have to call Mark and tell him you are being a fussy baby? Remarked Sarah, with disappointment in her sissy son. Sissy Cindy quickly opens his mouth. Sarah pops the apple slice in and smiles. Good boy.
See?
It is not so bad when you just obey. Now, take a sip of your juice, said Sarah with a hint of affection in her voice. She presses the spout of the sippy cup against his lips. Sissy Cindy sucks on the plastic valve. He feels the absurdity of the moment, the lace collar scratching his neck, the puffy sleeves restricting his arms, and the plastic cup in his mouth.
Now, stand up.
It is time for your afternoon walk. I want to see how you handle those ruffles for when you move, said Sarah soothingly. Sissy Cindy stands, the fabric of the training pants crinkling loudly underneath the satin of the bloomers. He tries to walk normally, but the layers are so thick that his thighs rub together, forcing him into a wide, awkward waddle. Look at you. You waddle just like a little duck. It is absolutely precious, said Sarah in sheer delight. I can't help it. These clothes are too big, cried Sissy Cindy. Nonsense. They are the perfect size for a sissy. Now waddle for me, all the way to the hallway mirror, replied Sarah encouragingly. To be continued. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. And please check out my Patreon. Link in the description. The image that you see in this video is available for download on my Patreon, together with bonus character art that you won't get or see anywhere else.